So first of all, we've got 3 men, one of whom is in custody in Ottawa. Tell us about him. This is Aso Peshtari.
Sure, Aso Peshtari. This is probably the most important man they're talking about today, because the suggestion is that he helped John Maguire get to ISIS, that he helped Hadar Khalid get to ISIS, and not just pointing Maguire to extremist materials, which is what we believe he did, but he paid for his plane ticket to go over there, wanted to go himself, made a mistake when he filled out his passport application, didn't complete the questionnaire, so couldn't go. So he had to stay back. But Maguire's in the field. He, we believe, started to then try to funnel other people towards ISIS. If you step back from this, you're now looking at 6 men who knew each other from Ottawa, who were all facing terrorism charges. The Larmon twins, Mohammed Suleiman, John Maguire, Hadar Khalid, Aso Peshtari. These 6 men all knew each other. I think it's reasonable to presume this is a cell. This is a cell that was interrupted with this arrest. And the key will be, was Aso Peshtari acting alone? We have heard tell of ISIS ambassadors, which is an awkward term, but the suggestion being that a man, a radicalizer, would identify someone who was ripe for the taking, if you will, for the manipulating, and then work with someone else who knew the logistics. Here's what airport you go to. Here's where you hail a cab. Here's where you tell the cab to take you. Here's where you pack. Here's the phone number you call when you get to the border town. And here's the name you give to have somebody pick you up. So someone who handled the logistics and someone who handled the messaging. They would work in concert and funnel people through. And Maguire and Hadar Khalid, if what they're saying is true, once they got on ground, immediately started reaching back into Canada to their little clique of friends saying, why don't you come play?
And Maguire and Khalid are the 2 men who have been charged in absentia today. There's some notion that John Maguire is in fact dead, but the RCMP saying, we don't know that. Until we do, we're proceeding as though we can bring him back to Canada.
Well, they and a lot of people have been fooled before. Farrah Sheardon's obituary was largely written. He was the man from Calgary seen burning his passport and threatening Canada. He's tweeting this morning, so he's okay. And it never used to be the case. They didn't ever used to think that ISIS would make up a death because they were so proud of their deaths. Now they're starting to wonder if some deaths are being made up as a way of trying to funnel someone out of the country to go back to a home country or somewhere else and stage an attack. It sounds a bit far-fetched, but they're saying we're not taking any chances. If he's out there, we're going to try to make him pay for this.